Hi everyone, Jagas here. I help people to love themselves and find their purpose. So if it's you the first time here, welcome in. And if you're returning, welcome back because you know what I mean. So today I want to talk about stop seeking outside validation. This is what we do. This is what we are conditioned to do. Like anything that you want to create, or if you want to maybe to see someone, maybe to be in a relationship with someone, or maybe you want to have some advice about what you should do about something special. We always tend to look for outside validation. We always want to be sure that maybe some friends will tell you like what you should do or not do. If you have a problem, for example, in your relationship, then you will ask for to a friend who is also in a relationship to ask him for advice, and maybe his couple is on even a worse position than yours, but you will still ask, for them, which is not the right thing to do. So this is the main problem that we understand, like in society. It's we don't rely on ourselves. We always want to ask to other what we should do and how we should do things. But the thing is, whether you are inside a religion or not, the strength is within. So you have all the answer already in you, inside of you. But we tend to not listen to the voice inside of us because we are so distracted from the society. So with phones, with social media, everything. We have so much things that we don't spend the time to listen to ourselves, and which led us to things that we don't really want in life. And you need to have space within your life in order to be able to think clearly. All the answers that you want, it's already inside of you. And this is why I say, like, no matter if you have any religion or not, God or the universe is inside of you as well. So what does that mean? It means that everything that you have, you create it, from the energy that you have within you. You will have the answer as well within you. The universe will always try to show you how things work and to give you some answer about things that you are not sure about. But we tend to exclude the voice and we try to ask to people because sometimes we don't want to hear what is true within us and we rather like believe into a lie. So the first thing to do is to ask yourself, like, why do you don't listen to yourself? Because I think mainly it's because you don't trust yourself. And it can be like from trauma, maybe when you were a child, or maybe on the present, or maybe you are with someone that make you always like second guess everything that you think about an intuition that you have. So then you are not sure about yourself and you don't trust what you think. But I can tell you, most of the time when you think something will happen, it will happen. And people don't really understand that. But because inside of us we have a soul. And the soul, and I don't know if you believe like into like reincarnation or not. But the truth is when you study it into like a scientific, level, everything is energy. So even your soul is energy. And what they say is energy cannot be destroyed. So something which is created on earth, it cannot be destroyed. So when your soul, for example, leaves your body, you have to go somewhere. You know what I mean? So, which means that for me, I really believe in reincarnation because you have some people who have like a new soul we came with them, but sometimes you have some old soul. Some people and you will see like some people are very different, and sometimes you know some things and you don't know how. But me, I really believe that it's linked with the past lives that you did add, on your life. This is where you get the answer of everything. And your intuition is like the voice of everything. Because when you believe on your intuition, like if you trust your intuition, most of the time you will get like close to 100% right on everything. I can tell you, for example, for me, in my past relationship, on reality, like since day one, my intuition told me that, this is not a good choice. Like you have to be careful. And what did happen is I didn't listen to it, you know what I mean? I didn't listen to it. And and that's why they try to show you even like things that are very obvious, but sometimes you cannot know and you don't understand. And you either like trust the other person when you shouldn't. But now I've learned my lesson. Now I will never do like the same mistake again. You know what I mean? But it was a hard lesson to pay for, to be honest. Like 6 years of my life like thrown away for a lie that was a lie from the beginning. but I didn't know nothing. But this is the way to sometimes you do things and you have no choice. But then you need to learn how to trust yourself. You need to learn how to not seek like always for outside advice and try to listen to you. So you really want to understand why you don't listen to yourself. Because this is the main thing. And then who do you seek advice to? And this is really important because sometimes we think that around us, like people want the best for us, but sometimes it is not. People want you, like generally, like people want you to do like, but never better than you, and never better than them. You know what I mean? And most of it, and sometimes, some people make you believe that they are your friends or they want the best thing for you. But by being like isolated and by really like spend time alone, I realized that first of all, I wasn't someone who had like a lot of friends, because I don't want to talk to too much, people. Then I restricted, a lot, like the number of people with who I talk to. But even then, I understood that, most of them, are not friends on reality. And maybe like out of, I don't know how many people, to be honest. Out of 6, 7, or 8, just like 2 are real friends. The rest, like, they are not. And, there were some betrayal, a lot of things. But what I'm saying is be careful about, like, who you are spending your time to and who do you believe are your friends. Because I can tell you, like, most of the time, like, they are not. Because when you try to become a better person, a better version, what you will see is you cannot go there with people that with who you spend time with because most of the time they weren't like even friends at the beginning. But then the more you will evolve, the more you will understand that you cannot stay with them because then they don't wish the best for you and your life will spiral down. You know what I mean? So really like it's important to understand why you don't listen to yourself and then who do you seek advice to and why? Because this is the thing, like if you are asking advice, for example, let's say you want to be into the business field and you are asking to someone advice and they are doing the same thing as you, but they are in a better place. That makes sense to ask advice. And still, some people won't give you the best advice because, again, they don't want you to become better. But outside of that, you don't want to spend your time asking for anything else because you always want to, if you want to improve on anything, you always want to have advice, if it's not from you, from someone who have proof that they have done the things that they are talking about. Because a lot of people talk a lot, but don't do much. And I can tell you, like, one of my friends, who I believe that when I was starting my entrepreneurial journey like years ago, and you were living in my home. And every time that I tried to start something, he always have something to say, something to change about what I'm doing, about the way I'm talking, about the way of doing this and doing that. And I can tell you right away, like this is not like a good friend because you always want to support someone, but if you leave like some advice, it needs to come with praise and not every time, nobody is perfect, especially when you start. So I can tell you like he wasn't here, for my grade school and I know like some things, but one day I will explain my story, when I will get some things in place. But anyway, be careful about like who is around you. So, and if I was listening to him, I would do nothing. I would not be here, and I would need to, to speak better. I would need to have, for example, I don't know, like a better lightning or something else, etc., etc. But they try to make you like get perfect in order to start something. You know what I mean? Which is the totally like point why I study business a lot, etc., and follow a lot of successful entrepreneurs. And the thing is, you don't want to be perfect. Like perfection, it's like it's a false word. Like it's a word that is really created by the society because perfection doesn't exist. The only thing that is perfect is nature. This is the only thing, you know what I mean? All the rest like is not. And the thing is, if you want to start something, you need to start it like when you are not ready. You need to do what you need to do and not be worrying about having a website, a perfect picture, a perfect this or that. Don't care, but just give value. This is the only thing that matters. If people like what you do, then it will worth, to maybe invest and do things. But first of all, like get things out. Don't procrastinate, like just do the work. And then you will see later. So yeah, and then to work, for your own intuition, First of all, what you need to do is to meditate, because meditation will allow you to be more in tune with yourself, and then you will understand like better who you are and what are the messages that the universe tries to send you every day, but that you don't listen to. For example, if you just hear like police car, with the warning, this means something. Nothing is random in the universe when you understand it. Everything comes from a reason. Or sometimes you will be like thinking negatively, and this happened to me sometimes. And every time, and now I understand. Sometimes I think negatively about something, and then I walk and boom, I hit something. Then I understand that, oh, okay, my thinking is wrong. Which, for example, for me, 100% of the time it's happening, what I mean? And sometimes you will hear like a gut sound about something, and you have a lot of many things, but when you will meditate, you will be able to listen more to your body, and then you will understand that if you are asking yourself some question, you will have some answer. For example, sometimes I ask some question in my head, and then my phone vibrates at the same time to tell me like a yes if you want to understand. And you have many things, or your ear will sound, etc. You have many things, but you need to meditate in order to get that, and to eliminate distraction, because I can tell you like your mind cannot like have too many things, um, around you in order to get like in sync. And I can tell you because since um today or yesterday, I don't remember, because I used to play chess a lot, and I downloaded again the app in my phone. And I know like it's not good for me because I can spend like hours, playing chess, which is not good. And today, I spent most of my day, playing chess. And I can tell you like in my mind, it's really hard for me like to do the video, because I think about chess, some random position in the board that I want to solve. I don't know why. Just to make you understand that now I know that I need to delete, the app again, because I get too distracted. And then when you get distracted, you cannot do things properly. And you need to remove distraction. For example, like if you are someone who is watching every time Netflix or YouTube, you need to maybe to put a bracket and to reduce your time, spend into that. And I know it's hard because for me, for example, it's as well like YouTube. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I'm not like into social media like Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I have a TikTok like because I was starting like a business, but I never go there. Like I never go there. I never look at nothing because I don't care and I don't want to be involved in that, because these are things that to mess up your mind. You know what I mean? So you want to be careful about social media. But yeah, reduce your time to yeah, just stick sometimes, into the day, and try to make it at the end of the day, but not at the beginning, because it's when you have the most energy on the beginning. But if you are just doing that, because I don't want to put too much things, but if you are just doing that, I can tell you that you will see things like in a clearer way, and try to really like listen to yourself, like to really understand yourself, because it's really important. I can tell you like, and I see that now, now I'm 34. I would love like to learn that at 18, but this is not like how I lived, and it's okay because now I've learned that. It was part of my destiny, so then I can help people to not make the same mistakes that I have did done, you know what I mean? So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, because sorry, I'm very tired and I can feel it like for my message. For me, it was hard to do it today. So if you are still here, thank you for that. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you really like it. And I still have my one-on-one call. If you want to jump on a call, like I will be happy to exchange with you. And I see you on the next one. Thank you. I love you. Bye.